everyone, blessed be. I wanted to show you the floral wreath that I made to go on my Beltane altar. I wanted the altar to look nice and bright and colourful and full of the colours of spring. And normally you'd use like yellow and white flowers, but I haven't got any white ones, so I'm using yellow and pink, fairly pale pink. These pale pink peony type flowers I picked up from Hobbycraft ages ago, around about Easter time, but I ended up not using them, so I decided to use them for this. And I'm using an old recycled wreath base as the base for this, and then the plan is this is going to go on my altar, and I'll probably sit my Gaia statue in the middle. That's the idea anyway. I want my altar to look like it's full of greenery and life, even though these are fake flowers, obviously. And the reason I'm using fake flowers is A, they last a lot longer and they're nice and bright, and B, they don't interfere with my allergies, because I do have a lot of allergies that affect my breathing. So I'm best off not filling my room with flowers and things. So I'm using artificial. So I started off, after I'd had a think about placement, I've got these little ferns that I got off Amazon that were fairly cheap, and they've got nice little delicate leaves to them. So it's a case of just pulling off the leaves that I want to use, like so, and then it's a case of sticking these to the wreath base. Some I thread through the wreath like this, and then others I'll put a little dab of glue on, depending if I can thread them through or not. And the reason I do this is if I wanted to change this wreath later on, like add more to it for summer or something, then I can. It just makes it easier to remove everything if I want to. Like this used to be my Samhain wreath, but I made a new one, so it just makes it so I can recycle the things that I use. And the wreath base I just got from the craft store as well. I think it's about £3 for this size. And yeah, as you can see, I start off by quite sparsely threading the leaves through, and then all I'm going to do is keep going around filling in gaps with leaves until I'm happy that it's nice and full and all nice and green, and basically as much of the sort of wicker base is covered as possible. Again, to make it look nice and lush and green and bright. So as you can see here, just threading through, and then just put a little dab of glue, a little blob of glue I should say, where I want the leaf to hold position. And I'm going to keep going until I get this nice and covered, and then what I'll do is I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so now the wreath is nice and covered, nice and full, and there's hardly any of it showing, which is what I wanted. And then I've just got to decide on the placement of the flowers. I want the 2 sunflowers near the front to represent the coming summer, and also to represent the sun, because this is a fire festival after all, and it's associated with the sun and the sun coming back and bringing life back and fertility and everything like that. So I wanted to have the sunflowers near the front, so you'll see I'll change them in a bit, and then the peony flowers will do the back just to fill up the space. They're not going to be completely seen because the statue will be in the way, but I wanted the sunflowers nice and prominent and visible. Sorry about the motorbike going past then. So here I'm just having a think and just using a nice big blob of glue to hold these in position, like so. So I'm just pressing down, making sure it stays in place. Basically what you want to do is you want a nice big blob of glue that will go on top of the leaves and through them, so that you'll actually attach the flower to the wreath base, not just to the leaves. Otherwise you'll have a very floppy wreath. Not that it matters so much because this one's going to be laying down, but if you wanted to stick this on a wall or something, if you wanted to hang it up, then you're going to want it to be nice and secure. Stick the other sunflower here. I wanted to have the 2 peonies to break up the sunflowers. I didn't want them directly next to each other. And ideally I would have done yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white as the pattern, but that's okay. We improvise with what we have. I'm sure I've got some white flowers somewhere, I just can't find where I've put them. And I haven't got them on another wreath, so I'm not sure. But anyway, so I'm sticking these down, holding them for a few seconds to make sure they're nice and secure. And because the flowers are quite big, it looks nice and full anyway. So I did think, am I going to use the big leaves of the sunflowers? But in the end, I decided not to, because it's nice without. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why the wreath has moved off camera, but it comes back. Oh, I think I was just shaking some loose bits off. So yeah, that's it. That's what my wreath looks like, and this is going to be part of the focal point of my Beltane altar, which you'll see tomorrow. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Blessed Beltane to all those celebrating. Happy May Day to all those celebrating May Day. Happy Eid to those celebrating Eid. And yeah, blessed be, and bye for now.